Well, here we are in problem number 30. This is the Rick Barry. Way too long ago for you guys to probably remember that, but when I was a kid, Rick Barry was the best free throw shooter in the game. Anyway, that being said, if you haven't read through this, please read through it. Pause the video and read through it, because I'm going to go ahead and get started. We've got a couple things to identify here. That h is the height of the ball above the floor, so we want to identify height of the ball. X is the forward distance of the ball in front of the foul line, and v is the initial velocity with which the ball is shot, feet per second. So, therefore, we want to go ahead and answer these questions based on that information. The center of the hoop is 10 feet above the floor, so that means that h is 10, and 15 feet in front of the foul line. X is the forward distance, so x equals 15. Determine the initial velocity, so v equals what? So we just want to set up an equation, that's all we're doing here. H, we're trying to find determine the initial velocity, so h is 10, so we're going to 10 equals negative 136, the x is 15, squared over v squared, plus 2.7 times the x, which is 15, can you see that? Times 15, and then we have plus 3.5. I didn't leave much room here. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and actually I won't do that yet. I'll pause the video after I do a couple things here. Let's go ahead and multiply out 136 and 15 squared. So 136 times 15 squared is 30,600. So we have negative 30,600 over v squared. And then I'm going to go ahead and plug this into my calculator. 2.7 times 15 plus 3.5. I'm going to pause the video for that. Okay, so all of this stuff here, the plus all of that, that's plus 44. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to subtract 44 from both sides. So I'm going to get negative 34 on the left equals negative 30,600 over v squared. And then I'm also going to cross multiply here, and I'm going to get v. I'm not going to cross multiply. I'm going to multiply both sides by v squared, and I'm also going to divide both sides by negative 34. So I kind of traded places with my v squared and my negative 34, and therefore I'm going to go ahead and pause the video and figure out what the right side is. The right side is very convenient. The right side is a convenient 900. So if v squared is 900, it means that v is the square root of 900. Plus or minus 30 would be the normal solution here, but the negative 30 wouldn't make sense in terms of the context of the problem. So the initial velocity with which the ball must be shot in order for the ball to go through the hoop. The answer for part A would be 30, and we want to make sure we get the units of measure correctly. And are we given units of measure here? Feet per, is there seconds here? Feet per second, yeah. So feet per second, there it is. So that's the answer for part A.